Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Mama Fox Studios. This is Missy and we are on build 3 of our Detective Lodge. Now as you can see in our first two builds, our first build we finished up this wall. The Detective Lodge and the Lodge Detective Agency with a little murder board. I love that. And then on our last build we did the little wall with the window and the bigger one with the door. And we are just going to jump in here. So I'm going to just scooch these over a little bit because we are going to paper our floor and then assemble the walls onto it. So let's go ahead and start to cutting, right? Do we need a song about cutting paper? Maybe that's too much. Is that too much, you think? I mean, I thought a song about waiting for your to dry was too much, and it's my favorite song now. Okay, we have some little jogs in the paper here, so I'm trying to not overcut them. Yeah, I think that was pretty good. I don't know what I was doing. I do weird stuff in my sleep. Like I sleepwalk. And I do weird things when my son was young. And it seems to get worse as I get older. So my mom says I didn't sleepwalk as a kid. But friends in high school say they remember at slumber parties I would sleepwalk. And I didn't actually know I sleepwalked till I was like in my 30s. But I would always tell my son in the morning, okay, we're going to have a scavenger hunt, but we don't know what the list is. So go around the house and open all the drawers and cupboards in each room and see if there's anything that's in the wrong place. Because I used to like to move things in my sleep. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. But and I used to. I actually haven't been doing this anymore. I haven't been moving things either, but I used to, even recently, put my hairbrush in the freezer. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but I've actually stopped doing that. My dad has actually found my hairbrush in the freezer before, because usually I'd wake up before anyone else and always go check. Like I would have to go get something to drink anyway, so I would just check and I go, oh, yeah, okay. Let's take that back to the bathroom, you know. But I did not wake up first one day, and my dad found my hairbrush in the freezer. Oh, goodness gracious. He threatens me. He wants to put cameras in my room. No, 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 no. No watching me sleepwalk. But what was the point of that? I don't remember. Oh, geez. Sorry. There was a reason I said that. I mean, I didn't just, it wasn't just a random thing. There's a reason, and now I don't know why. Oh, gotta trim that up a little bit, but we'll just keep going for now. Come on. Let's see, one more try and then I'm getting my blade, but no, I got it. Oh, it's about what, 12:30? Come on. Oh, it's 1 a.m. Oops. Oops. I did sleep a little bit. Oh. Okay, I don't know why I went off on the tangent of the sleepwalking. What I was trying to say was I fell asleep watching some DIY tower block things. They're little, they're like the Jenga blocks, but they're called tower blocks from Dollar Tree, and people make all kinds of things, and I have been absolutely fascinated with it lately. And okay, we want the L shape at the bottom left, and there's no overlap. Nope. Just double checking that. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and glue this down. So yeah, I fell asleep watching this DIY tower block like compilation thing from this, I don't remember who. I've been fascinated with the tower blocks recently. I'm going to actually build one as soon as I get to the Dollar Tree. And a tray for, we have some placemats that we use each night for dinner, and then we just put them on the coffee table, and sometimes that's fine, but sometimes they get kind of messed up and stuff, and so I thought that'd be a nice little like tray kind of thing to set on the table, and to keep those in. So I am going to be making one of those. Maybe I'll do it on here, I'm not sure. It's not my design or anything. I'm totally stealing it. But so I was just watching different ideas. I already know what I'm doing, but I was watching different ideas. Fell asleep, didn't realize I was falling asleep. Woke up to somebody reacting. What is it? Joss Bedard. But she reacts to videos. But it was to like Karen's, and I don't usually watch the Karen, I'm air quoting there. I don't usually watch the Karen videos. They just irritate me. People are idiots, and they're rude, and they're mean, and it's unnecessary in this world. There's enough crap going on with everybody's everyday shit that, why? Just why? But I woke up with this lady like yelling about the guy was not refunding her Subway sandwich after she tore it all apart or something. I don't know. I didn't get the whole thing, but that's what I woke up to, is this screaming lady about getting her refund or something. And I was like, what is happening? So again, I'm making sure I squeegee. I'm using a little scraper from Dollar Tree. And I'm making sure I scrape out. Because if you saw in that first pass, I got glue all over the place. So we don't want that. We want that to come out so it's not extra bubbly. It's going to be, because I don't use paper glue, it's going to be where you can see it, and I'm okay with that. But the less you can see is better, Whoop. little bit of glue right on that corner. Okay, now I am going to, I have a little bit of, like, not a lot of overlay, but like just little spots that I missed when I trimmed it, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and trim up underneath here. Wipe my blade off. I have glue on my blade. There we go. Okay, down the length there. Remember, make sure your blade is flat against your wood. If you turn it inward, it will dig underneath and take out too much paper. If you go outwards, the back part can gouge into the wood. Also, if you go inward, just not real kind of shallow, it can also gouge into the wood. So just be careful and take your time. Now, the part I'm realizing is this wood has rounded corners, but that paper had no rounded corners. So I just had to round off everything. Okay, I think I'm good. Oh, yep. Alrighty. Keep it turning that way. Let's get our little scraps here. Someone commented they appreciated my meticulousness and my neatness, and thank you, because yeah, if I don't keep things organized, I lose stuff. So we need 4 of the B1s. And oh, there are these little, there was me, I'm like, where are they at? Nope, there are 4 of these little light brown ones. 4 little squares. So we're just going to flip this over and put these 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, I can do that. Now they have them pretty close to the corners, not even with the corners, just set in just a little bit. Now I'm only going to use Aleene's on this because I know this type of wood sucks up that super glue and it does not hold. It just eats it up. So because this is the floor, when we turn it over, it's going to be putting pressure on these anyway, so we don't need an instant stick. We're just going to go with the Aleene's. Oh, I just stuck it on my finger. Whoops. If you can, by chance, when I get quiet, if you can hear me breathing, I apologize. My lungs are not feeling great tonight. I do have asthma, so some nights it's a little bit hard to breathe. And I just notice it when I just say it because I just noticed it. I heard myself and went, oh. And I've heard it on myself on camera before and went, oh, that's not good. But there's, you know, I've already used my inhaler. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, but it just is what it is sometimes. Me and my mom were just talking the other day about being sick and stuff. And I was like telling her, because when I lived in Arizona years ago, and even though I talked to her each week, sometimes, you know, she just didn't know everything or didn't know the extent of everything. She didn't know that she couldn't, or she didn't remember. And I had been in the hospital one time over Easter when my son was little, not super little, but youngish, over Easter because of pneumonia. It was the first time I'd had pneumonia. All right, so we're going to flip that back over, set it down, and then we're going to get our sides here. So this one is going to set, oh, okay, so there's a little bit of an inlet right here, and also right here. So it kind of swoops in a little bit. So this is actually going to set in, that's, what was it? Oh yeah, and it goes all the way to the ground. So on the ground, not on the wood, not holding it up, but on the ground. It sits right in, yeah, and it's level. It's even. Okay, that's, wow. So I'm going to put the Alene, sorry, this is kind of awkward, trying to show you, but not block the camera and also where I can see. Okay. So remember the side we papered? It's gonna face us. So our wallpaper is gonna face in, our windows in. The yellowish pre-painted is gonna be on the outside. So I am real quick just gonna, I just wanted to dab where my glue was gonna go, so that I can put just a touch. I'm not gonna like run a line or anything. I just want a little bit of super glue, kind of roughly in those areas. Okay, and then we will just bring it right in. All right, and then next we're going to put our back on. And okay, so there is the yellow underneath here. That's because this sits on the table. And then there's the yellow on the side. That's where it's going to match up with the back of this wall here. All right, so I can put my glue in these. Okay, you know what? Oh, that's a lot of glue. Getting some of that excess off. But holding that, squeezing that little one tonight is just not happening. we go. That's a nice run. And then there's a little dotted line here, so we're going to stop there. To the bottom. Now, over here, and maybe I should have done it the other way around, because this is open wood, but I'm going to, yeah, okay, on the floor, right up. Whoop, 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 don't tip. And then get these, there we go, lined up there. Beautiful. Just taking the edge of that wet wipe and whoop, don't go too far in. I just pushed it out. Don't do that. Don't push it off. We're lined up. Wow, I hope this stays lined up as good as it is now, because I kind of need a win with the lineups. I haven't had good luck lately. And then our third wall is going to again sit on the inside of this wall and that little notch. And yep, it fits. Fits lovely. Well, as lovely as can be. Same with here. It doesn't quite butt up all the way here because, again, this board is rounded and these are straight, flat, squared off edges. So there's no possible way for it to be 100% flush. But it is very, very close. Now, yes, I'm a glutton for punishment because I'm not changing where I'm putting which glue, but I can't really move this right now because everything else is so wet. It's not super tacky yet. I'm gonna go ahead and put the Elmer's, I meant to say the white glue, the Aleene's glue, Aleene's tacky glue on this side, and then we will put a little bit here. Why did I go up there? There's nothing. No. It's not going to go up there. Okay, on the ground, or on the table. Now I'm going to hold this. Oh my goodness. Even the railing, I was like, I saw the borders and I went, uh-oh. Because I have had those where they conflict with each other in the past. And I thought, oh crap. But no, they sit right where they're supposed to, which is not in the same space as each other. I know that sounds funny, but honestly, it's happened so many times. I cannot believe, I think we have a 99% level and even room. Can you guys believe that? I almost can't believe it. This is crazy. This is crazy. It's been so long since we've had a room that's almost legit. Like really. So the reason I say 99% because the bottom of this back wall is a tiny, not even an eighth of an inch. Like literally I can barely feel it with my fingers. I don't even know if that's a full 16th of an inch. It is tiny. A bit kicked to the right. I'm not unsticking it for that. I'm not unhappy. I'm ecstatic actually. So, yay us. Yay team. Let me just, I don't know what's next because I've turned the page, but let me just get some lids on the glues here before I lose them all or lose my mind. Okay, let's see what's next. Oh wait, oh wait, oh wait. Okay, okay. We did that. Oh, we need a B4. So we're going to put some, well, we're putting our trim up here. Or on these three, I think. I almost turned the page and went, well, why does it take a whole row to just show me this? No, it's each picture is showing me a new piece of trim. So B4, B3, and B6. And then B5 and 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Is that one of them or is that too big? No. Oh, no. Oh, maybe. Let's see. I'm going to have to measure. Yeah, that's supposed to be one of them. Must be from the overhang. Come out. The bag is holding hostage. So let me do a rough. Okay. I should really measure these. I will. No. Okay, I give up. I was trying to play Tetris here and like get them all in the correct order, but I'm gonna have to measure. Okay, I needed, oh no, I don't even know what I need. First of all is B4. So B4 is 4.5 by 0.8. So let's see. Oh, that's 5. Oh, almost started off wrong. 4.5, okay. And then 3 is 5, so that's this one, right? Yep. Okay, that's how that goes. And then 6 is 3.7. Bet you it's that one. 6, so yep. let's turn the page. You guys can't even see. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm working up here in this corner right here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 3 of them where they're supposed to go. The correct sizes. And then B5 is the 3.5. That's over on the other side, so we're switching and jumping sides. Yep, that's going to sit right there. And then B2, which is 15.3. Yep, is the biggest one we have. Perfect. Okay, then we're going to do it around the top, but let's get these glued down so that these 3 up here are going here, here, and here. But let's so it's not the whole thing. It is, and it's not completely at the top or at the bottom. So, okay, I've got a bit of a mess here for a second. I need to, hold on. I can't concentrate. My brain is like, too much information, Will Rogers. Okay. So, these are where these are going, because I'm going to have to kind of tilt. And it's going to be really hard to show you this. I'm sorry. So I'm just putting Aleene's on there. And then I'm going to put a touch of super glue just kind of in the center of the board, because it's roughly where it's going to line up. And then all the way down to the table and push it in. Now this is weird. When I use super glue, if there's like a little bit extra, right, it's kind of showing up like it's getting stained red from this brown stain on this wood. I just had a little spot and I was like, oh, that's just super glue. And then I was like, why is it red? I saw that somewhere else too, but I wiped it off. All right, now let's flip it around here. And then there we go. Hold that one in, and those are flush up against the front. They don't stick out or anything. They're even with the front. And just make sure that they're level up and down, like they're not tucked underneath or they're not rolling over the top, because normally this piece of wood and the trim would be the same size, and so when you push, it's an even thing. But this time we're like doing this, so you don't want it to tip, that bigger piece of wood to tip. So, all right, now we're going to go on the inside here. I'm going to go ahead and glue both of these sides up since I have it here. And then all the way in the corner, and it will be flush with this other piece of trim here on the side. And then we'll put this one right up against this side. Now some of these are a little warped, I'm finding, and that again is almost level. There we go. We really want that to be level because this big piece is going to come up to the edge. This piece of wood here that I just put on is a bit warped, I'm finding, and these corners around it, trying to put two straight pieces of wood in, is not conducive. It's pretty dang stupid if you ask me, but that's just my opinion. Right? Who am I? I don't create these, I just build them. Who am I to disagree, or who am I to argue with your design? I'm really nobody. Just an enthusiast that likes to make miniatures and has made, I think, a fair share. I'm not saying I've made a ton. What are we on? 19, 20? Plus the 8 minis. So I'm getting up there, you know. I'm closing in on 30. Basically, the ones I have in my room now will put me at 30 when I finish them all. So I think I have a little bit of qualification to say, like, when a design is really good. Like, I think the way that all these fit together was great. But I think I also have a little bit of a leeway to say when the design is bad. And what part was I talking about? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, you guys. My brain is just not firing on all engines tonight, it seems like. This piece of wood is a little bit warped too. Oh, the part that's not good is the rounded floor with straight trim trying to go into it. That's not a good design, you guys. You did it here, you did it here, and you did it here. All 3 spots was a rounded floor with square wall or base trim trying to go into it. It doesn't fit correctly. I mean, it fits because obviously we've got it all leveled out and fitting, but it doesn't fit correctly. There's a slight part on them that don't touch, so there's just a slight little gap, but I can see it, you know. Will anyone else? No. I'm sure no one will see this. No one, my mom will not go, oh, but look, like, no. All right, so there's the front. Now has all that trim on it. All right, now let's get these other 3 pieces that I threw over here. Now, obviously, this one's going to go here. But I'm just wondering. See, I'm afraid if, well, no, it's not going. Okay, it's centered on the wall. Okay, I can handle that. So this one goes here. And that is warped too. And just gently Giving a little bit of backward pressure very gently. And this one goes here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me get my bigger bottle of glue, because these are a bit bigger pieces of wood to glue on. And then just, again, just kind of in the center-ish on the edges. And it does line up with that front, if all is good. If all of is good is keyword for just if I didn't screw up. That's all that means. Let's do this bottom one, since that top one's going to need a little bit of hand holding. Yes, I know. I know I overglue. I know. It's nothing new. There we go. I think I already told the story a while back about in kindergarten or first grade, one of the two, I don't remember, but that you weren't supposed to have an eraser because we were learning. So maybe first grade, because kindergarten, don't you like learn your letter, or you learn what the letters are and the numbers, and then in first grade you learn to write them. I don't know, I knew what they all were before I went to school, but just like my son did. But so it must have maybe probably been first grade, and we weren't supposed to have erasers because they wanted to see our problem areas and then see how we fix them, and I refused to do any of the work once I made the first mistake if I couldn't erase it. So needless to say, I was the only first grader allowed in the school to have an eraser on my desk. Otherwise, I threw a fit and would not do the work. All right, just get those lined up at the halfway mark. And then, like, guys, these turned out super good. Like, everything is just on point. I just noticed that glop of glue. Under there. Sorry about that. Just doing a little housekeeping because this is not setting down. Oh no. Here we are again, folks. You know what we're doing. Shall we sing it out together? Waiting for the glue to dry gives my thoughts time to fly. Building in a wonderland Crafting magic with my own hands. Excuse the singing, I suck, I know, but I kind of felt like we needed the chorus of the theme song. Nope. Oh, I thought I was going to hold for a second. For a second. $79, the same order. Okay, we did that. Okay, now we're gonna make the 2 steps that are gonna go here. And then we're gonna frame some pictures. I mean, those are the next steps. I don't know how much we're doing because I don't know what time we're at. Oh, we still have a little bit of time, don't we? Oh no. What am I gonna do with this? Do I dare? No, it's not. This isn't wide enough. Is that holding it down? No. That's not even enough. I'm going to have to clamp this. Which means... Is my clamp big enough? I don't know. It's the only clamp I have. Oh, I think that's it. Is that it? That is not big enough. Oh no. Okay, well, there goes that idea. Like literally it's touching here on the side and touching here. Nope, right there. All of this is just lifted up. So what if, I mean, I'm pretty sure the super glue is what's holding those on. What if I just came in and just super glued the crap out of it? Well, I mean, we'll give it a shot. I don't know what else to do beyond this, because I mean, maybe tomorrow when my dad gets home from work, I could get a bigger clamp from him. Then that puts me on hold, and I don't want to do that. Oh, no, you guys, we did it. Enough super glue, you can accomplish it. I'm going to give it just a few more seconds because I do not want this thing to pop. So before I started miniatures, my thing was, you can't fix stupid, but duct tape sure make it quieter, right? Duct tape was like the go-to. I'm telling you, I'm switching to super glue. Super glue is my go-to now. Like, it's broke, give me the super glue. I'll fix it. And it's solid. Oh, yes. Yay. Okay, I'll admit, 100% admit, it scooched just like my fingernail width. Like, no, I can't even get my, I can get my fingernail in there. Barely. So it's scooched down, and it's the tiniest bit, but I'm not going to undo anything and complain about that. So, yeah. Yay. So we have our trim up top. Finishes it off nicely. And then these 2 edges have that wallpaper that wrapped around. Remember? Each side wrapped around. So we have nice finished edges here. And the trim along the front. So we're all trimmed out. And then this was painted. with the background color, that yellow, nice light yellow. This edging was already painted, so we don't have to do anything to that. So let's make, we got a few more minutes, not much, but few. Let's make our stairs. So we need C9 and C10. So that's C9 and that's C10. I'm so confused. I'm jumping ahead because I'm like, oh, well, these look familiar because these are also part of it, but it's making me confused because I'm jumping ahead. So I'm going to stop jumping ahead now. I will pull them out for sake's sake. And then that was an extra, and those are our frames. Yep, 3, 3, and 3. Or 3 and 3. 3 frames, 3 stands. So then our paper is A6 39. Okay, so the A6s are our little cutouts. So this is 39 and 40 right here. And again, you can probably, if you want to just pop them out, you can. I've just learned my lesson from tearing them in the past. But because that's my luck too, so I go ahead and I do cut them out. Just like the sheets, when the wood comes in sheets, I used to also just pop them out. Can't tell you how many broke. So now I cut them out too. Okay. All right, so small one is 39, so that's the small one here, and the big one here. C10 is to A40. And then just because I have them here, let me set these out of my way for just a second. Because if we go back to this sheet, we'll see A6, 41 and 42, these checkered, black and white checkered pieces go to those. And since I've already got cutting them and that's the smaller one. All right, and there's the bigger one. All right, so let's let me get organized again. What is my deal? My brain is just like revolting. It's not happy. It wants to go to sleep, but yet it won't. So we're gonna put the edging on. We're gonna start on the flat side here and work our way around all the way to this side. And there'll be a little bit of a edging, but I will turn that off. So, yeah. My problem is these 4 legs, the 4 bottoms, the little squares that we put on there, if they're not all on the mat or all off, they're crooked, which I can move now. But before I would not move it because I didn't want, things were still drying. So I felt like I was like, only had this much workspace. So I couldn't really move that. So now I can move that. Now, whew, okay, I can ease up a little bit. A couple. We'll have enough to get these stairs papered and installed. We'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll call it there. So I'm just doing a little over half. So I don't want too much that I can't work with it, but I want enough to get me around this corner. And we're just going to line it up with the back here on the side. Actually, I do need it all to be up so I can put it all on. Just make sure you're centered. So make sure it's centered on there. And around that corner, I put my hands on each side, and as I run them along there, it will pull it down. That way, as I turn that corner, I stay centered. And then you can push it down in the center. There we go. Now see, there's a little bit of overhang there. All right. Now let's do that again with this one. Oh, stick my finger in the glue. Okay, level in the back on the sides. Take the turn. Now finish gluing it up. Okay, again, I'm just going to run my fingers along the side. It's going to pull that down for me, and then I can come back and smooth it down the center. And I'm going to do that going around the corner. And I can smooth it down the center. That makes sure I don't come around the corner and get going off to the left or the right. With my fingers on the side, it just tracks it right down the center. All right, we'll trim off that bit of extra too. Oh. Actually cut it, not just pull it. And yeah, it pulls a little bit sideways, so we'll just get it back on track there. All right, there we go. So we have, those ones are done there. So now, oh wait, we've got, and then these go on top. Because they're the spitting image of the wood and the paper. Get it all lined up. Make sure you get this little bit down here really good, the corner, and then I go up the back. And then finally smash it all down. Now before I trim up, I'm going to go ahead and put the glue on here too. Alright, lay it down. Make sure this jetty is and corner are straight. And then I just like to run it up the back and then the front and then smash it down the length. Okay, we do have to trim up. Oh, it's getting a little loose. Loosey-goosey on me here. So it was mostly just the length, yeah. I mean, a little bit on that short little side. Not too much though. And then, yeah, we're pretty solid till just a little bit of length. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to put them down in order, and it's going to be hard for you guys to see right away, but there is a little dotted lines right here in front of the door. So we're going to put down C10, which is the wooden big one. Oh, had a clump of glue there. We'll wipe that off. We don't want that big chunk. I don't generally, if you've watched my channel any, you've probably never seen me do this, but maybe once before. And I think that was earlier in this video. I don't know what's up with me. I usually do not like sticking my fingers in the glue, but I am like totally over gluing it today. So remember how this wall came and popped out, and that's what this is going to go. Thank you for not falling on the wrong side. So I'm going to find my, yep. So this little hook right here hooks onto the wall. And then just make sure, can you see what I'm doing? This, oh, don't pull on these. Don't pull on the, don't grab like this. Oh, because that doesn't, oh, that's because that's touching there and there too. We'll do that before we leave. So that little hook, that hook in this piece, you know, here, hooks onto the wall here. And then it lays flat up against the wall. Okay. So we did C10 and now we do C8, which is the same size. Yeah, the same size basically. So we're just going to hook it on that wall and then pop it down. Yeah, the white and black ones are slightly larger. Okay, and then C9, which is the last wooden one. And again, this black and white has the lines, but literally just hook it on that wall. And then just put it up underneath, hook it on the wall, make sure it's up against the flat part of the wall. And then C7, our last piece here, last bit of our stairs. Okay, I am disappointed. It does not fit underneath this trim, and that trim is on correctly. Yep, because I stopped it where, nope, it does not. No. I was hoping it would slide up underneath there and look nice and neat, but it does not. So we have a little bit of a gap, but there are our inside stairs. So you can see here, everything lines up, and then boom, that one doesn't line up because it can't go, these little edges here, you can't go up underneath it. But it does make it stick out. So okay, yep, but we're good. So now here's my last part before we go, because I know I'm brain dead right now. I can't even think hardly anymore. And I just need to stop, or else I'm going to end up breaking something severely. But we do have one more problem to fix, and I can fix this because I did it before. I know how to do it, right? But before that, I need to just get my hands clean, get things put away. Okay, so this right here is, again, touching only on the edges, just like this one up top was. So I'm just going to go in and smother it with super glue. Now again, this is the wood that just wants to suck it up. So I am going to put it down the whole middle of this one too, and then stand it up and make sure it's lined up, and then push it in. I want to put pressure on the back. Actually, I'm going to grab no, that doesn't, not square enough. Guess I'll just lay it on his back and just hold it like this, like I did on the last one. That will work. Again, I just want to make sure those sides, yep, our sides are even. We're good. We're good. I'm literally just, here we go again. This is our last thing for tonight, and we're still waiting for glue to dry. My voice has gone froggy. Sorry. Oh, no, not over here. It's not. I think this board is more warped than the other one, because I can feel it like trying to move. I mean, it's better than it was, but no, it's still not, especially this side here. Let's give it just a little bit longer to try to grab a hold of it. I mean, I heard it as soon as I let off pressure, you can hear it like pulling up from the glue, the woods. Let's see. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm done. It's 2 a.m. So, no. I mean, we've got a little bit more of it. I wonder if being very careful. I don't think that, I mean, I can't obviously put like super pressure. That's slightly too high. Better that the case of markers is off the mat, so it gives it a little bit. But I can't weigh it down because it is slightly off center. And I don't have anything that's going to make it perfectly level. And then that will make this piece of wood crooked if I weigh it down. Actually, it's not even enough though. No, okay. Just for good measure, I'll just leave it there. Alright guys, well, I super appreciate you being on this build with me. I would show you the finished product that we have so far, but as you can see, I'm trying to keep glue together. So, join me on the next build, and we're going to make some little frame, 3 of them. Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Yeah, 3 little frames. And then, oh, and then our books, and then our boxes, and aren't we lucky, guys? And then our newspapers, yes, and then boxes and boxes and boxes. Join me next time, please, for cutting and folding. That's what we will be doing. But you know you love it, because you know you love my, I was going to say witty sense of humor. I'll just say my smart assedness. I don't know. My stories, I enjoy telling them. So even if no one listens, I get to tell them and reminisce, and it's fun. But I like when you guys listen. And I just really hope you're laughing along with me, because I am enjoying the heck out of myself. All right, and it is all thanks and appreciative to you guys for making this so much more enjoyable than I thought was even going to be possible. So I have hit the 70 subscribers today, and so yeah. All right, I will see you. I'll stop talking now. I'll just shut up. Just tell me, Missy, just shut up. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.